Hey kids, it's X-Ray Vision coming to you live from one version of Quattro Cinco Studios, and I've got a very special guest here. He was kind and gracious enough to invite me on his channel, and he gave me the warmest, most wonderful welcome and introduction I've ever heard about myself. No, ever, like in life. Like no one's ever been that guy. Even at my wedding, they're just like, "So Max, you want to get up here?" And no, I'm just kidding. It was, I'm definitely gonna be chopping that and putting it into just a loop on my phone so I can listen to it. But yeah, we got, oh my gosh, dude, we've got Jason who says first. You're definitely first. Way to go. Me saying, hey kids, Davis, are you mad at Rags? No, I'm not mad at Rags. I'm never mad at Rags.
He just asked us to not like and subscribe, and so we just do exactly like he says.
Yeah, we're just not liking him, but that was his idea. No, I love Rags. Hey Max, what's up, Bets? Good to see you. Red Squirrel, Oi Oi Pops, Robot Face, Bang Bang, my two favorite peeps. So yeah, it's funny because I remember thinking I should really stream with ATX, and then of course I forget about it because I've watched your videos and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And you get scheduling in life and all that cool stuff.
Oh yeah, I know.
And then someone hits me up on my DMs like, hey, you should really stream with ATX. I'm like, I definitely should. And so I reached out to you and we got boom, two of these right after each other. And like I said, I'm going to be trying to get some real good clips out of going on your channel, vice versa. So we do that. We got Hexy Knitter in the house. She's like a sister to me. We got HOA, Hex on air. Big Jeezy, what's up, Hex Ray and ATX? What's up? MJ Money's in the house. Love your beard. You know what? My beard loves you. All right. My beard is full of love. I have to wash it every day. It's probably like a pet, really.
Good. Hey, it's the same. I wonder who that could be.
Yeah, some
Big
strange,
GZ, yeah, definitely.
Some strange person in my DMs. We're talking about in the green room. It's a good thing that we don't live next to each other, Hexicans in general. None of us would have a voice. We'd spend 23 hours a day just talking about Hex and crypto until we all lost our voice, and then we would just start like writing on, dry erase boards or something. Yeah. We don't have time to learn sign language.
My spouse already, hears me talk about Hex all the time. I can't imagine if I was around like a group of everyone who's all Hexicans, she was just like, do y'all talk about anything else?
I'm now picturing Hexico where everyone is running around with a little board so they can continue to write because their voice is long gone.
Yes, absolutely.
Texting on their phones. Huh? We love to get that reaction. Man, I was listening to a newer guy that I wish I could pull his name up off the top of my head, but I just subscribed to him on YouTube. He was talking about Johnny Chaos and the stuff he's been dropping about price action and how Hart's Law is going to affect Pulse and Hex on Pulse, P Hex. And it's just,
that's been Kagi right there.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Because good stuff.
I'm chasing him. He came out of nowhere, man. I actually sent a message out to my peeps on Twitter and everyone in YouTube, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? Like, this dude came out of like the woodworks, and in less than 2 months or something, he's got 2K subscribers. Like, what am I doing wrong, folks? Like, help me, right? And yeah, he's dropping some powerful knowledge, man. I'm a big fan of what he's got going on, and he's giving me inspiration as well. So love seeing the growth of the community as we continue to grow.
Yeah, I'll see if I can give him a shout out and type in his name here in chat so you guys can check him out. He's got some great shorts. He's got some great YouTube shorts where he's just popping in and talking about, hey, hold strong. The price it goes up a lot faster than you think. Now, Food Refinance is definitely amazing. This is another guy that I just found this morning, like literally this morning. It showed up. I think Randy Hilarski retweeted one of his clips.
I sent you over the message as well in chat. on our side just to make sure, just to see, because I don't want to, you know,
I'm
I
pretty
think
sure that is it. Yeah, we pull it up here.
Yeah, I can almost guarantee it based on what you said. Yeah, because he's, like I said, he came out of nowhere, man. It's incredible seeing the growth, and yeah, I think he's already sitting at like 2K subscribers, and I was like, dude, I can learn. You know, he's got some marketing ability for sure, for sure. So big fan of what he's doing.
Yeah, I think he was doing YouTube and stuff before, and then he's just started doing a few of the hex shorts and stuff like that. And he was like, whoa, okay, cool. And in the meantime, I did wrench Jason. Jason, you got a nice new shiny wrench.
Let's go.
Make sure you use that with that great power with responsibility. Oh, that's why I couldn't find him, because so I have two profiles obviously on YouTube. One that's like my private account but I'm always on that one as well. And then I have this one, which it's weird. I don't pay for YouTube Premium on this one because I'm only on it to stream. It's definitely Ben Cage, KG or Cage.
That's what I don't know how to say his name. I think it's Kagi, but Cage sounds much more accurate. I don't know if I've ever heard him say his last name in all of his streams, but you know, I think I just said Kagi, you know, because that's like my mind just reads phonetically, and it's like, hey, say it out loud, KG. Okay, cool.
Makes it easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's the right way of doing it, but yeah, he's doing phenomenal stuff, man, for sure.
Awesome. Now, and then Jason says, what's up, everyone? Great day, friends. Davis says, my semi-truck dash just lit up like a Christmas tree. That's never a good sign. That's never a good sign. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm going to say that's bad.
Dude, my wife's Infinity just had that same issue, and we were like, "What in the actual f, man?" Like she said, like lit up like a Christmas tree, and it was like bloop 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 bloop. Like one sensor went off, 10 more sensors went off, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And then the throttle control started having an issue, and we're like, "What is going on?" And apparently, it's the simplest freaking thing, dude. It had to do with the air ventilation system. And there was just like this little clog in the throttle control system that they didn't even charge us anything for to clean it, and it literally like hopefully that's your issue. It's something simple, but yeah, for us it was no charge, but it was like everything lit up, everything went oh shit, I'm broken, and then like it just was like this small little freaking thing. It's always something so easy.
Yeah, well, when I was driving truck, that would always happen when I was climbing a hill, like really pushing everything to the max. Also be like, oh man, like out of a sci-fi movie when the spaceship's about to crash, and I'm like, oh no. Oh, today's going to be a long day of waiting by the side of the road for a mechanic. Shit.
Oof.
Alan Fitzman says, look at these two fine specimens on screen.
Hey.
Thank you, Alan. I will take that, and I will put that in my pocket for later. Yeah, Ben KG, that's the app for if you guys want to check him out. Go subscribe to him. We'll have to rope him into one of these streams and get him to do our crazy scavenger hunt stuff. Must be that dang Def. Oh yeah, Def is probably the worst thing ever. That was the worst thing that ever came in its semi trucks. Two powerhouse on live together. Thanks, Jason. And like I said, enjoy that new wrench. Heat shield, sparks everywhere. Oh, so Alan says my Prius here heat shield fell off on the highway yesterday. I didn't know the Prius. So the heat shield is like the thing underneath the engine. Is that the heat shield?
Yep. It's gone.
my Ford Escape has not a real heat shield because they don't put metal on those. So it's just like that weird, it's that weird plastic, weird carpet stuff. And it's been hanging since I bought it. Like I took it off-road once, and I guess some of the brush or whatever pulled it down. And every time I go into the dealership, they're like, yeah, we don't have those clips. And I'm like, but you're a Ford dealership. This is a Ford. I imagine these clips should be everywhere in the universe, like even places we don't want them. So I make up these damn clips.
Yeah, it's impossible to find those clips as well for whatever reason. They're like, we have to order the whole system, and you're like, what? No, I don't want I just need a couple of clips, man. They're plastic. Just can you make them on a 3D printer? Like, do something.
HOA is asking, did Biden shoot it out of the air? That's funny. That's really good.
That is good. That is good.
Good times. Yeah, well, so I heard something about the balloon and people freaking out, and I don't pay attention to it because balloons don't affect my personal life ever. They never have. They probably never will.
Mm.
And so I just kind of ignore the news. And then they're like, no, there's like 3 more. I'm like, okay, so there's obviously 3 things that the media does not want you paying attention to right now. I'm guessing it's like Epstein stuff or something. Something's coming out. Whenever they make a big deal about a effing balloon, that's clearly not the news. No one cares.
Shit.
What do I
Dude,
care
that's
about
too
a
funny.
Chinese spy balloon?
You don't.
Get wrecked. I don't care. But they're making this
Dude,
big
that is
deal about
hilarious,
it.
man. I didn't even think about that. Like once every like, yeah, focus over here, guys. It's the magician, right? The little,
Yeah, it's
little focus over here, and then just pow, they're fucking, sliding some shit right on by. So there's something's going on. I wonder what that is. Facts on facts.
in Vegas. Every time something's happening, it means that the magician is about to show up right behind you. You're like, oh shit, how did he get over there? Yep, Mobius knows what's up. Distraction for the poison train wreck. There we go. Classic misdirection. There we go. We've all got our tinfoil hats on, man. There's 10 things going on. Dude, Adam, I swear I saw a UFO circling Uranus the other night.
Got you to say it. Got you to say it.
You got me, Adam. You got me, Adam.
You got them cameras in your toilet, bro.
Listen, if we've all got to pay our bills in this bear market.
Hey,
whatever subscriptions you got to sell, I say go with God and do your best.
I was seeing a funny little Twitter meme or something like that, where it was the OnlyFans. It's like they finally realize that they're gonna have to pay taxes on all their pics of the booty hole. And so, I was like, yeah, they about to pay a whole bunch of taxes. People be paying too much money for that nonsense, man. Go okay. But yeah.
Fiber says we have a crazy telescope facing reality. Send it to us. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can only imagine the stuff you can see with the telescope. That's awesome. So we got into a whole bunch of subjects on your stream last time about the bear market. What do we see happening with layer 1? What are some of the crazy predictions for Pulse and PulseX based on other layer 1s and other exchanges and coins? Yep. And the answer was, we don't know what we're talking about at all. We have no clue what's going to happen. Yeah, but we're excited about what we don't know. I think that's the conclusion we came to, right? Is like, we don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be great.
Right? Yeah. Isn't that so much better than instead of being like, here's exactly how it's going to play out? Like, dude, you're going to wreck yourself if you ever think you know something. But like, if you're just happily surprised every single time, bro, I'll take that all day.
Yeah, no expectations, but then there's a lot of expectations. Right, Crypto Gains Club 369, that's a good one. Top hat. Crypto Gains Club comes with this top tipping his hat to us.
Mm-hmm.
I did a tweet the other day for my memes dealer, because my memes dealer is really one of the most important people in my life. He makes me look funnier than I actually am by just feeding me all sorts of tweets. 99% of them I cannot share with anyone. As soon as they hit my phone, I'm like, oh no. And I hide my screen. I'm like, if anyone sees me in possession of some of these memes, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to jail. These are some crazy inappropriate memes. But he throws me a few soft R's and PG-13s once in a while that I'm like, all right, I'm not going to get kicked off Twitter for sharing this. And then the rest are just guilty pleasures. So I gave him a shout out and a happy Valentine's Day to my meme dealer.
Oh yeah,
he's the
meme
best.
Dealer it up, man.
If you don't have a meme dealer, Rags is the one that taught me this. He goes, first thing you need to do if you're going to be in social media is get a meme dealer. Find someone who's going to send you the hottest, freshest memes, so you can always be engaging and throwing something out there to get people's attention.
Is that where he gets all his? He got a good meme dealer, man. I
think he has a couple.
I'll be looking at.
I don't think he's just waiting on one.
I'll be looking at his little community posts he puts up, and I'm laughing every single time, man. That dude be coming with the memes strong.
Yeah,
that's facts on facts. Well, now I gotta find me a meme dealer, guys. Fucking hook me up. Man, I'm
Yeah.
over here. I gotta find me me one. I just find mine through y'all.
You should post that on Fiverr. Be like,
In
meme
search
dealer
of
wanted.
meme dealer, only good shit, strongest possible content.
Leaning towards crypto.
I'm sure I'll get arrested. My fucking doors will get kicked in somehow. Like 2 seconds later, you looking for a dealer? No, bro, just for memes, man. I swear.
Memes. It's just
Memes,
a prank, bro.
Just...
It's a prank, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The funniest line I ever heard was "Welcome to the internet, where the men are men, the women are men, and the children are cops." If you meet anyone on the internet that claims to be a child, cut that line. Do not talk to anyone that claims to be a child on the internet about anything. It doesn't matter.
Just stop.
Just block it and run. And any female, no, there's a 99.9999% chance that is not a female. Unless you're in crypto, and then there's a 1% chance, or Hex. Not in crypto, Hex. Hex, we have that 1% female community, which no one has been able to attain.
I mean, damn, and half the time they're all willing to show themselves too. Love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just to put yourself out there saying you love crypto is already crazy. Because guys, you know, we're just like, oh yeah, guys are stupid. They're gonna do whatever. You seen all the fucking the tweets of like a guy doing this. Like, I'm so thankful guys exist, and it's this dude like jumping off a fucking cliff into the ice or whatever, and it's like, all right, yeah, chicks never gonna go out there and do that because they like living, right? They actually want to live their full life. Whereas the guy's like, ooh, what does this plug do?
and our OPSEC is definitely not the best either. Like, we're like, guys will straight up just show you changing a light bulb next to their house address in their front door. So I figured out how to change this light bulb. He's like doxing the shit out of himself. The door's opening. You can see his family photos on the wall inside. He's just like,
yeah, OPSEC shit.
Yeah, then he's like, so I got this big steak coming out tomorrow. It's like, bro, stop doing this. Stop. Just turn the camera off. No, thank you for showing me how to change the light bulb, because I was stuck on the same step. But don't tell us about your steaks and where you live.
Facts on facts.
ATX looks like the least menacing dealer seller T-shares in dime bags with a smile. ATX, do you want synthetic P-Hex or biologic E-Hex? I love that he comes with a really good customer service, even in this make-believe like dealer review.
Right? I still have really good service.
Yeah, even the fake you has like just really impeccable customer service, and that's really what it's about.
I'll take it. I'll take that all day. Appreciate that. For sure. Hey, it's always good, man. If you can fucking stay subtle, dude. One thing I learned: stay under the radar, bro. Like, be the sharpest looking dressed man. Put a smile on your face. If you look like a thug, I don't know, dude. I'm black in America. I don't know where it's gonna get me. So I just bring a smile on my face, and they're like, "Oh, he grew up in a white neighborhood." I'm like, "I sure did." Thank you. Yep. But absolutely, man.
You remember that bit that Bill Burr did about learning about lotion from black people?
Mm-mm.
He didn't know anything
I remember that. Yep.
About lotion, and they're talking about ashy. They're like, "You're ashy," and they scratch his arm. He's like, "Oh, I've got dry skin, and I never knew it because I'm white."
Yeah.
So he learned about lotion, and then he taught them about gun laws. He's like, "You got to get a license for that. Like, you can't just carry that around, dude."
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. I'm with you on that for sure.
Good bit.
You gotta stay strapped, man. Stay strapped.
And Rags was doing our workshop out there in North Carolina, and he shaved his head bald, and he's just hanging out there. And someone in chat goes, "Why is Bill Burr not funny anymore?" Referring to Rags to Riches, because he just like some big Bill Burr ginger up there talking about crypto.
That was an amazing class, by the way, dude. That was freaking awesome. I was tuning into that, and that was freaking incredible, man. Y'all got a good thing going with that website, to teaching people crypto, and it's tough, man. Love it though.
I'm so excited about the stuff that we learned at that workshop, because first of all, I learned that, hey, we don't have to be like other people, and I don't know how much of this I'm allowed to share, but in May, there's going to be a Hex conference. It's going to be online and in person in May. It's going to be in Miami around the 17th. All right. So it's, I think the tickets are like just $99. And it's going to be really cool because we are going to infiltrate the Bitcoin conference in Miami. Are you ready? Like, we are going to Trojan horse the shit out of Miami.
Let's go.
It's going to be so fun because the
Can you imagine Craig Wright being there and then you just get to be like, pull the Richard Hart and just pull the Richard Hart and say like, you're not Satoshi Nakamoto. Just fucking call him out. All the Hexicans are there, just fucking like, boo.
You like follow him to Starbucks and have them change the name on his cup. So they call out, they're like, Satoshi's fraud, Satoshi fraud. You got a latte for Satoshi's fraud?
Oh, dude, yeah, I'd pay someone $100 to have him call that out, fucking in a heartbeat. I'd be willing to do that for sure.
I tried doing that at a couple restaurants where I tried to make them call out Hex-Ray Vision, and they just think it's X-Ray Vision. So they think I'm just like some weird Marvel comic book nerd that's like, I've got X-Ray Vision. Thanks for the chicken. They have no idea how cool I am.
Yeah, they'll learn when Hex is $10 and they'd be like, oh, it was Hexray who once said it. Yeah. And be like, you had it when it was freaking 2 cents, man. Like, you had your chance. Love it.
Yeah. So check this out. You got this going on in Miami. So clear the calendar and hopefully we're on the ramp, up to some crazy stuff. We're up out of the bottom by May.
Nice.
But if you guys can make it, that's going to be a hell of a party because I believe it's going to be more loosely set up. Does that make sense? So instead of being like, we're going to be in this conference hall from this time to this time, it's like, hey, we're going to be at this block. We're going to be at this beach. We're going to be at this party. And then the parties that people put on recently when we went to Hex's birthday party in San Diego, and when we went to PulseCon 2022 in Vegas, the parties are what glued it all together. So, Power City put on that insane party at DJ Lethal's club, and then Freddie Quotes put on an insane penthouse party. So, and of course KSB always comes correct. I'm going to be chilling with Kaylin from KSB tomorrow on her stream. And talking about the cruise and stuff, but they put together like a really cool club get together in San Diego. They always put together really cool yacht parties and crazy stuff. So I'm really excited about that in May. May's gonna be crazy.
I think that's a lot better anyways, because I mean, if you're going like going to conferences, learning, proper stuff is always good. Don't get me wrong, but like for a lot of folks, that's vacation, right? So it's to them, it's not like they're going there to try to go to this whole conference to sit there and be taught and educated. A lot of us already know a lot of stuff, and if you just got a lot of things going on in multiple places, you can be like, hey, check this one out here. Come grab coffee over here while we grab breakfast over here. And we're gonna meet at the beach a little bit later, and probably do some surfing or whatever the case may be. Like that's so much better, man. Because like a lot of folks are going out there. Because a lot of folks haven't even taken vacation in the last 3 years, myself included. The last time I took, it was fucking, I want to say May of 2022. You know what I mean? And before that, it was years. So, I was always trying to hustle and on the grind. And so whenever I get out to go do something, it's like, yeah, I want to go learn. Don't get me wrong, but like, dude, now's my time to fucking vacation, bro. So the fact that y'all are doing that, I am a big fan. Much better.
Yeah, that's going to be great. We got Goose Inc. in the chat. I love that guy like a brother. He says, great stream. By the catch, you laugh again. I think it means great to see you laughing again. Or great to catch your laugh. I don't know. I think he's happy for me.
But I appreciate all the excitement with the smiles and everyone. I mean, shit, dude. Like we've lasted through a bear market. You know what I mean? Like if we're out, I don't know, but like we're damn close to being out at this point in time.
Yeah. if we can't celebrate and relax and have some fun at this point, you're not gonna make it in crypto. You're gonna. It's like Shawshank Redemption, where they bet on the first dude to break in prison. The first night Andy Dufresne went in the clinker, he cost me 2 packs of cigarettes.
Facts, man. Yeah, if you can't celebrate on these little fun moments that we're having, I mean, shit, the fact that Hex broke 5 cents was incredible, and big fan.
I set a whole bunch of limit orders underneath that last low. I'm gonna be pissed if it doesn't come back down. I don't need it to stay down there. I just need a spike. All I need is a wick, baby. Just the wick.
I did the same thing. I said limit orders right under 4. It just was like, hey man, let's rock and roll based on what I see happening, you know, because I mean, shit, one bad news about a bug on Pulse Chain, people were like freaking out. Dude, okay, let me ask you this while we're talking about this real fast. What do you think about Hex being so correlated to freaking Pulse Chain? Like, so when Pulse Chain launches, I cannot wait for Hex to just go back and be its own thing again. Like, I truly can't, because, like, guys, y'all don't understand. Hex is finished. It's complete. It's good to go. It's finito. It's amazing. And the fact that it's so correlated to a news about Pulse Chain or non-news about Pulse Chain, it upsets me a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, y'all are missing the point of Hex. Like, you don't get it. You don't get what Hex is all about. And now it's just like, well, he hasn't said anything about Pulse Chain, so sell your Hex. And it's like, what? That's not Hex at all. So what do you think? Like, do you think when Pulse Chain launches, we get Hex back to do its thing again? Because I can't wait for that.
Well, like I said, I look back at things like Big Payday and the times we thought Pulse was going to launch. And that's what I think you're going to see some crazy shenanigans on that chart. You're going to see some crazy spikes, some crazy crashes, because everyone's trying to front run everyone, right? They're like, oh, I'm going to buy it before it spikes. I'm going to sell it before it crashes.
Yep. There's
so many degens in the Hex community, and that's the least degen community of them all is Hex. But we come from this like lineage of I got to get mine. I got to get it. It feels like. I told people it's like reaching over the cash register, like over the counter at a gas station, grabbing the money and running out the door, but you own the gas station. Because I know that's your gas station.
You're robbing yourself,
you're
bro.
You're robbing your gas station. You don't have to do that. You can just sit back and wait for your manager to put the deposit in the bank. You don't have to do these things.
I like that. Yeah, you're stealing from yourself, bro.
But if you're used to robbing from gas stations, it's hard to transition to owning gas stations.
It is.
You still feel guilty and like nervous, and you're still chasing that dopamine hit, right? Dude, we've got Earl here. What's up, Hexray? Miss you guys. The next camp on deck. Stay tuned. That's beautiful. And I need to reach out and have some conversations with Earl, because Earl is the mastermind. He did the boot camp in North Carolina in Raleigh at I want to say NCSU. I could be completely wrong because there's 43 colleges within a block. But I think it's NCSU. We went there, and I'm sure I'll see it in the chat if I got it wrong. This is the first conference I've ever been to where people were in the conference room. Every conference I've ever been in, everyone's in the hall because they're excited, crazy Hexicans. And then there's one dude in there talking. Yep. Right. NCSU nailed it. So nice. So he brought such a cool vibe, him and Rags. I'm going to give them both credit because Rags did such an amazing job of pulling stuff together and telling the story of Hex and crypto so that it made sense better than anyone I've ever heard. And then at the same time, Earl, or Crypto Bootcamp 1, he brought in musical guests. He brought in a DJ. He just made the space such a space to chill and relax and enjoy each other's company. He brought in Sarah. I don't remember the last part of her name, but her name starts with Sarah. And she brought in and like did this grounding exercise to like chill the room and get us all in the right like mood. She brought the vibe, and he did an amazing job completely amazing job, and it's only going to get better from here on out, I'm sure. So he's got another one
That's
on the
one of those,
books.
yeah. Always learning, man. You freaking you do something, you learn from it, you tweak it, you modify, and you improve. Like fuck yeah, dude.
Yep,
Absolutely.
Saraswati's her name. Yeah, good stuff. Alan says a lot of people forget to take care of themselves. It can't be all work. Yeah, that's part of the balance, right? It's like trying not to stress and grind all the time, because people tend to get in one of those two, like where they always chill or they always grind, and neither of them are good. I mean, you're more productive if you're always grinding. I was there for 20 years, grind. I was miserable, absolutely miserable. So there's something to be said about trying to figure out that balance. It can't be all crypto either. People get sucked into that wormhole of crypto. Yeah. We're out of the bear market. Like Anderson Cooper is out of the. Okay, so we got that. I was a little freaked out by doing my hot dog gay joke on your stream.
Right.
Because like there's a way to deliver that, and there's a way not to deliver that. And so
the wieners.
Alan's out here shooting shots at Anderson Cooper.
Oh shit.
Like he doesn't have bots around the internet finding this stuff out. He's Anderson Cooper.
Right.
Mudhog, good to see you, man. Get some
Hey, if
HSI
he's watching these streams, dude, I'll fucking shout out to Anderson Cooper, promote Hex. Prove us wrong. Show it.
Yeah, I cannot figure out the HSA auctions yet. They are complicated as hell. I've been following Crypto Sloth. He's made some really, really helpful his calculator on I believe it's called how to Hedron or how to Icosa, something like that. I can't believe I can't think of it right now. He's gonna jump out of chat and be like, bro, it's this. Yeah, he has that calculator where you can tell if it's a good deal or a bad deal, or if it's cheaper to just go buy your own Hex and stake it.
You're talking about not Hex model, are you? You're not talking about Hex model.
No. This is Crypto Sloth's website.
Okay.
He put together with the help of some Hexicans.
Yeah, I know they got Hex models. Another one that has good HSI and Icosa and WhatsApp and Hex information and a whole bunch of stuff there as well.
The Pulse Tube. See, I've got the Pulse Tube pulled up in my tabs right now because I'm going to go through and sub to everyone on that list and get up going there. That's awesome. Great fun stream, guys. Been laughing along since joined 15 minutes ago. Good. ATX the GOAT. Little Uno.
Hey, appreciate that. Shout out.
I need to give. Well, first of all, we need to give Crypto Bootcamp a wrench because for some crazy reason he doesn't have one. Little Uno, you've also got a brand new shiny wrench in your pocket, And then look into Hex. So it's look into Hex. Yeah, and then it says, Katie says, I like Hex Ray's analogy for Hexicans. Is that the one with the gas station? or and then Alan says people try and Hex to Pulse launch just shows emotions at the price chart. Fine by me. Let me grab more T-shares. They can experience max pain when they realize USD value isn't what they should be chasing. Facts. But I mean, how hard is it to change your paradigm from looking at dollar value to looking at another?
So hard. It's hard for so many people, which is why Hex is amazing, which is why it's an IQ test, right? Like, I mean, like literally to get into Hex, you have to go down so many different layers of Hex. There's the actual Hex model of crypto itself, and then you have the actual next level, which is staking, and then you have there's so many levels of staking, right? You could either just have one stake, or okay, now I got to set up ladders. Oh, now I need to set up security, and now I need to do this, and now I need. Dude, there's so many levels that you go into Hex that I freaking love, man. And so to learn to differentiate between dollars and just the actual benefit of a T-share and not try to compare the two, it's so freaking difficult because the T-shares are what pay you. And so every day you get paid because you have a T-share and regardless of what the price of Hex is. And then the benefit is what the price of Hex is when those T-shares come due or when those stakes come due. But that's such a hard thing to understand or try to wrap your head around. It's like, oh, I have $20,000, $50,000, $100,000, but you're like looking at it in a dollar perspective. Whereas if you say like, oh, I have, 10 t-shirts, 100 t-shirts, 1,000 t-shirts, like that is a completely different perspective immediately. And so, yeah.
Right. So you're buying money printers, but you're not used to owning money printers. You're not used to owning assets. Right. So it's kind of like in real estate where they're thinking about, okay, how many doors do I have?
Yep.
And then the money is secondary, because as long as they take care of the doors and the doors are full of people paying rent, you're going to be fine. You're going to be cash flowing. Right. And so, yeah, it's definitely different. Yeah. Danny Boy says, looking to Hex. Good to see you, Danny Boy and KD. Good to see you, Daniel Polk, Sloth. And then Mudhawk says, Hedron.today front end makes it super simple and does the math. I'm actually going to pull that up here. So Hedron.today and pull that up.
Yeah,
so I don't forget it.
Looking to Hedron is the other one for Crypto Sloth. I see his profile picture on that page. So it's looking to Hedron.com. And
looking to Hex, looking to Hedron.
Love it.
Oh, cool. Yeah. And you can even attach your wallet to this one right here. The Hedron.
Oh, Hedron.today.
Yeah, hopefully this isn't a scam that we're screwing out of. This is how scams happen. Like
it gets promoted through one stream and then misinformation spread.
It's gone. It's all gone. Shit.
Oh shit. Dude, that's like one of my biggest fears is just connecting any wallet that I have stakes in to anything. Like that's a true fear of mine. I'm like, I don't trust it. No, I'm out. And like I'll just back the fuck out so fast because I'm like, nope, not worth it, bro. You ain't getting my Hex.
Yep. Daddy Boy says it's looking to Hedron.com. That's good.
Oh,
really
okay,
good.
You got the auctions here.
Math, Wrench Gang, Hello All. Is it give me that wrench, bro? You got the wrench, you got it. Yeah, so look at the Hedron website. Gas station analogy, super accurate. It says, "Yippee! I got a wrench. Good to be home." Dude, you I can't believe you don't already have a wrench. Great to hear you're finding your website handy on the channel page. We have a TikTok tab with all the users sub to too. Oh yeah, that's another thing I gotta do. Is I don't know how to use TikTok or Instagram because I'm not 12, and so I people like follow me or send me messages or whatever, and I think they think I'm just an asshole because I don't know how to follow. I don't know how to follow them back and share and like their stuff. And then when I figure it out, I just stick with one person. I just like everything they do. And my daughter's like, "You're creeping people out, Dad." I'm like, no. These are Hexicans. They're beyond being creeped out. You're thinking about like your friends at school. I remember one time.
Oh shit!
So my daughter has all these pictures of them, her and these girls going to a dance, right? So they go to dance as a group, and like I see them, and I'm like, I go on and I like all the pictures because I'm like, oh, you guys look great. And she's like, Dad, you can't like and look at stuff online. I was like, well, what? I don't understand why it's there.
But I looked at it and then I liked it. So I
know. I thought you guys looked great. She's like, no, Dad, that creeps people out when you like everything and it makes you look like a creeper. And I was like, shit. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. I'm just gonna. Facts. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go back and unlike them. Dad, you can't unlike them now because then they'll think they're ugly. I'm like, wait, so I got to choose whether I'm a creeper or they're ugly. This is a shitty situation.
Oh shit!
This doesn't make any sense. Why did this platform allow this to happen? This is all garbage. I don't understand the rules of kids apps. They're all crazy. And then TikTok, forget that, dude. They are all 12 years old. You cannot go onto TikTok without ending up with Chris Hansen at your front door. Being like, can you take a seat over there? I'd like to ask you some questions.
How to catch predator.
That's totally it is. It's like because you're like, oh man, these girls are cute. Wow, these dancers are awesome.
Yeah.
Your daughter's like, those girls were all 13. You're like, oh no, oh gosh.
Yeah, dude, you can't. So there was a funny thing that someone was talking about. They were like, hey, it was like before, you had like Gen X or whatever it was. There's like the certain age group. Everyone looked their certain age. Like a 40-year-old looked like a 40-year-old. A 50-year-old looked like a 50-year-old, right? And then you have like millennials where they almost look kind of younger to a certain degree, where it's like, where it's like you have these 30 year olds looking like 20-year-olds or whatever the case may be, and then you have like the new generation that all look like goddamn adults, by the way. So it's
they
like
all
you
look
have
like
the new generation.
24-year-old
Yeah.
like follow service sticks at the club. They've all
They're
been
12 years
trained.
old. They've already got. Bro, I saw that and I was like, dude, that is facts, man. I was working near this like high school at some point in time a couple years back, and I was like, these motherfuckers look like goddamn, like, dude, that is how you go to jail right there because of them, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I feel bad.
They should call it entrapment talk. That's what they should call it. Forget TikTok, man. It's not safe, first of all.
Entrapment talk.
when I grew up, the other thing is like hair colors, right? If you had a crazy color, like a non-natural hair color, you are clearly at college age or below. No one out of college ever put blue, pink, silver, whatever in their hair. It wasn't a thing. And so you could tell how old people were. Now there's like grandmas at Costco running me over with a cart, and they've got like piercings all down and some crazy, like, cheetah pattern in their hair and green spikes. And I'm like, what is going on here today? Someone broke the Sims that we're in. Someone spilled coffee on that. Someone spilled coffee on the computer of the Sims simulation that we're in.
Yeah, I'm just now learning TikTok, and that's just because. So I do a little daily post on there, just because I like how fast you can make a quick edit through TikTok. It's very easy, and so I do a daily price update of where Hex is, right? And so I do like a Hex daily close. When I use Hex daily stats, take a screenshot, make a little marks on it or whatever, and then just say like, "Hey, this is how it goes." And then I have it, and then I use it to send to multiple platforms. But then I'm like, I don't think I'm using TikTok correctly, bro. It's crazy. Like for me, I am not a social media person at all. Like I barely use Facebook. I only use it to remember people's birthday, by the way. Great purpose, right? Because it's like, hey, today's XYZ's birthday. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Happy birthday, my guy. Or
it makes you look so considerate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I use. That's what I use Facebook for. That's it. And then like YouTube, like just consume content there. Now I'm making content. But I just consume everyone else's content, and then I never use anything else. So I don't know how to use them, like Instagram, Twitter, and or TikTok. And now I'm seeing like, people benefiting from them. So I don't know. I'm trying to learn, but I'm in the same boat as you, X-Ray, my guy. Like
it's better to avoid it than to get entangled. It's better to be just claim ignorance. Count your Hex in Hex terms. The alpha is counting T shares. That's right, because T shares are what close the whole loop. The T shares are what's going to get harder and harder to get over time and more valuable. So that's where it's at. Glad to support great YouTube channel. Nana Safe Sloth bought the domain very early. And get another T share this morning before it keeps going up. That's nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Great job. Great job.
Alex's front end website is great for managing your Hex stakes. Yeah, I do like using that one. Hexray, there's a shortcut to using TikTok. It was a lifesaver for me. Just send your social security number and bank information direct. I got to write this down. Okay, so my social security number.
It's TikTok alpha. You're like,
and my bank information.
And you said to the Chinese, got it.
Directly to the Chinese. Yeah, why cut out the middle?
Yeah, forget the middleman, dude. We're in Hex because we don't want to suck middleman D.
Exactly, send it straight to the Chinese.
Straight to the
saves
Chinese.
You some time. TikTok alpha. You could probably also put it on a giant poster board as the balloon flies over, just in case you just go direct.
Oh shit! Right. Love it. Yeah, TikTok. Guys, there's gonna be a T-share rate increase as well, probably around February 14th. Shit, that's tomorrow, isn't it, guys? Fucking A. But there's gonna be a little T-shirt. Yeah, there's gonna be a T-shirt rate increase in 2 days. There's I think a 2 billion Hex stake ending, and looks like coming from the Godwell, and what we've learned through all this time is Godwell typically just restakes. They don't actually do anything, and it just ratchets that T-share rate right on up, but probably about another 700 to 1,000 increase tomorrow, if not the next couple days. So don't miss your opportunity. Again, we are not financial advisors.
Nope. We don't even know how to use TikTok.
Is TikTok an app? I don't even.
I always thought it was a clock. of what a sound a clock makes. That's all I know.
Does it tell me the time? I gotta watch for that, bro.
TikTok's a scam. Be careful, and there's a huge security risk. I do remember when their terms and conditions came out, and they're like, "Yeah, we have the right to look through anything in your life. We can go into like your bedroom and look under your bed and stuff." It's like, what? This doesn't seem like a normal terms and condition. But then you check the box, and you're like, "All right, here we go."
I mean, shit, dude. There's so many universities who are like trying to block it and everything now. So I don't know. I don't know what's right and what's wrong, dude. Apparently, whatever I do is gonna be wrong. So just like you said, just avoid it.
Yeah, Chinese tracking on TikTok out of my account. They're huge, by the way. Fun fact: the vaccine makes you look younger. If you get all the shots, you do a Benjamin Button, and when there's a reverse, puberty in Biden appears. LOL. Puberty in Biden.
Oh shit! My gosh.
My mom says if I buy 50 cents and take down next China balloon, we'll get in trouble. LOL. T-shirt rates going up tomorrow. Yeah, see,
Yeah,
I keep forgetting. I'm forgetting we're a day behind the international timeline,
right?
Because I was following Texan Token for a while, and Texan doesn't give a shit about the international. No, like Rags and Heartbeat. Like, okay, we're gonna do this giveaway or this free flame phase from this day to this day.
Central Standard Time.
It's straight up. It's like high noon in Texas. They're like, there we go. It's like, holy shit, no one does that in crypto.
Yeah,
no one was ready for that.
Right,
Texas, man, they do what they want.
Facts,
Kid in my neighborhood figured TikTok out with ant farms. Has 2.3 million followers for ant farms. Crazy TikTok Chinese app. Trump shut it down and Biden put it back up. Trump forced a sell, but it was overridden. Alice says, I hope that the Godwell trolls everyone and doesn't end until the last day before it starts to bleed. LOL. That'd be funny.
That would be funny. Well, first of all, they shouldn't end it in the middle of the week because, like, just in case y'all don't understand this, but gas fees are typically very fucking high in the middle of the, excuse my language. But gas
high.
fees are
no,
very high.
My channel.
Okay. Very high during the middle of the week. And so if you're over here trying to end a stake, you should probably wait until the weekend. Cause I mean, shit, even this weekend, we got it down to like 13. I had a stake ending or whatever. And I was just waiting because it ended like last week. And I was like, oh, I'll just wait until the weekend to end it. Because why the F not, right? And so like you have a 14-day window. I was gonna wait, and dude, yeah, if you pay, like I was looking, I think it was gonna charge me. It was like $100 or $70 while I was in the middle of the week, and then it cost me like $15 on the weekend to end it. So yeah, might want to look into the weekend, but that would be what a smart Godwell would do because you know they're smart with money. They don't just like wasting it.
Jay says, is TikTok the same as Clip Clop? I don't know if TikTok is the same as Clip Clop. I'm afraid just to Google that.
I don't want to Google it.
I would say this, Jay. Reach inside your pocket. You are the owner of a brand new shiny wrench. You're part of the wrench army. Pulsoup says, fuck installing the app. Just use the website, and then they just get your home address. Yeah, just give me, just send it all. Send it all to them. And the funny thing is, the more you hang out with me, the more you're going to sound like a Mormon in Utah. So you say F. You start saying F and frick and heck and fetch. What the fetch, bro? You cut me off in traffic back there. I was hecka mad.
I was hecka mad.
everyone just sounds like Napoleon Dynamite out here. That's why that movie did so well. Tin Top's in the house. What's up, Mexicans? What's up, Tin Top? So good to see you. Tortoise Johnny's got a bull blowing a balloon. I don't know what's going on. I think he's saying bull gas.
Bullshit. Bull gas. Yeah,
can afford it. LOL. Yeah, that's the thing that everyone keeps talking about with EHEX, PHEX, EHEX, EHEX is going to be great for the whales. Whales don't care about a $500 fee. They don't. They got the money, but the little guy, it wipes them out. So I think we're going to see everyone, all the smaller guys, go straight over to Pulse Chain whenever they get a chance because it should be cheaper and more affordable and fast. That's what we're hoping. And then all of the big whales will just hang out and continue to take all the T shares on Ethereum, because it should be worth much more than the fees.
So what's funny is, I'll be tracking this as we progress too, but the T-share rate's actually going to ratchet up so much faster on Pulse Chain than it is Ethereum, because people aren't going to want to end their stakes. And the way the T-share ratchets, it's by people ending their stakes and the system computing the new calculations to make sure that they can't get the same benefit. So I think we're going to see the T-share rate go through the roof on Pulse Chain. And I'm curious to see how much of a difference that becomes. It may be simple and easy in the beginning, but people are going to do daily stakes over on freaking Pulse Chain, man. Why? Because it's going to cost less than pennies. And so you're going to have people do it a daily stake for 5 years and just have a stake ending every day. I don't know if that'll be the case, but I could see the T-share rate ratcheting up really freaking quick, going from like 26,000 over on Ethereum to like 40,000 hex on Pulse Chain. And so, like, make sure you're ready, because it's gonna be freaking wild, dude.
Dude, first of all, shout out to my Valentine, Leroy C4. That is my meme stealer right there.
Leroy!
He's shown up. Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, exactly.
And Alan's got jokes. He says Clip Clop is the same as TikTok but for people with horse faces that look like Sarah Jessica Parker. He
Savage, bro.
He starts out just shooting shots at Anderson Cooper. Moves on to Sarah. Who's next, man? No one's safe around Alan.
Shots fired, bro. Love it.
Urban Productions. I was quoted $100 to exchange ETH the Hex once. That's insane, dude. Matty Allen's here. I was dropping some hints and a little bit of information about the next crypto conference in May. So I don't know how much I can. I think I've already released too much information, but we'll bring Matty on, and then he'll just blink twice if I'm allowed to say something, and then he'll twitch if I'm supposed to redact something.
Yeah, I mean, I think he actually built the conference as well while Hex Tangent was on doing his Twitter spaces, which was really cool because it was going for so long, and then it got rugged right toward the end. But yeah, he actually built that whole conference while on that Twitter space, which is pretty incredible. He's like, if you keep doing this, I'll just keep working over here, and just fucking put his fucking fingers to the typer, and made it happen. Oh, I know, I'm cussing.
So he's an animal. No, you can cuss here. I'm just used to trying not to cuss because people. I'm trying to say as PG as possible, maybe PG-13, but at the end of the day,
we go R sometimes.
it's more important to be honest than to be polite, I believe.
Right. Yeah, and, I use it as a filler sometimes with, and I try to be mindful as well, but whenever I'm in a fun conversation with someone, for some odd reason, that mindful little thought process just goes out the window, and I just start talking and saying whatever words come to my mouth without even thinking. I'm like, oh, too funny, man.
Yeah, it does work better than or but either way, I'm not offended at all. In fact, if someone doesn't curse at all, I don't trust them. I don't trust someone that doesn't cuss at all.
I do have respect for rappers that don't cuss, though. There's a rapper called NF. I don't know if you've ever heard of him or if you like that list, but he does not cuss in any of his songs, and it is absolutely fire music. And
I didn't notice that. I just liked the songs.
I know. It's something you just randomly, like, I just randomly noticed. I'm like, wait a second, I haven't heard a single cuss word. And then you start listening back, and I'm like, this dude never cusses. So yeah, it was very crazy.
So Maddie's on his way to physical therapy. We're wishing Maddie a full and speedy recovery. For some reason, I was talking to him the other day, and in my mind, it was like a 0 to 100, like just a ramp. But then he's like, no, stuff keeps breaking and hurting. Like, you get better one day, and then something goes back, and you're like, that arm doesn't work. And then you go back up, and then you're like, okay. So I mean, shout out to him and all our love and support as he's going through that journey of getting your body back. I can't even imagine what's going on. So yeah, anything we can do, let us know. Alan, to be nice to the girl who made her start Taxi Confessions. Okay, I missed something here with Alan.
I feel like I gotta go back and
Alan Be Nice talking about Sarah Jessica Parker to the girl who made her start with Taxi Confessions. Goodness gracious. Yep, I'm doing weekly 15-year ladders, no questions about it. The little guy can do $100 a week. Yeah, so we did have these insane, beautiful laddering that like Hall Dog and other people would make art on the screen, and you would see the interest like growing on top of another color. Gorgeous. And then the fees came up, and now them were worthless because it was like, oh, well, these aren't worth the gas. So it knocked a lot of those out. Crypto says, Matty Allen, Hex Therapy Live had a great session. Been there, done that. And that for acupuncture is to live for. So he's saying get some acupuncture. T-share rate is going to go through the roof. All chains, math, rocket train, don't get left behind. The number that's in my head is 30,000. 30,000 hex for one T-share is a really significant milestone because you used to get that on day one, right? You could stake for one day and get one for 10,000.
Yep.
But in order to get that rate again, you have to stake for at least 3641. So 3,641 days is when the longer pays better bonus taps out and you get your 3x. So you have to go at least 10 to 15 years to get the same rate you did for staking one day at the beginning.
Incredible, man.
That's insane.
Dude, this is the Richard Hart's freaking brain is he's playing 4D chess, man, and like we don't even we can't fathom it, bro. It's like every single time, I don't know. Do you feel the same way that like every single time I found something out about Hex, it just is like nothing but like just better information? Like you always wait for that little one moment, especially like we've talked about on our journeys to where we got to. You know, it's like you tried multi-level marketing, you tried sales, you tried doing this, you tried doing that, you tried doing everything you possibly can to find it. And then you find Hex, and the more you dive down that rabbit hole, you're just like, I'm gonna dive down to a certain level, and then I'll finally understand. Because it's like every time you find one of these other products or projects or whatever you want to call them, you dive down a certain rabbit hole, and you're like, oh, okay, I can never get to that level, or you have to be a certain scenario to get there. Well, with Hex, it's like every time I kept diving down, it just kept getting better and better and better. And I was like, dude, there's gonna be something that is just gonna like come one day that I'm just gonna be so shocked by it. That's like, oh, it was staring me in the face the whole time. I can't believe it. I've yet to find that, and I've yet to see anyone who's found that either. So, do you find that to be the same way?
Yeah, it's magic.
It is magic.
It's magic because you've tried doing. You're like, okay, if I could pull off any form of passive income to bring some freedom into my life, I'm willing to do so much to achieve that. Yep. And then they're like, well, you could just buy some Hex and stake the T-shirt, and you're like, no, that's dude. That's too easy. There's no way that's gonna work.
Right.
It's like rub some butter on it, you know, rub some bacon on it. It's like that's not gonna work. Shit. And then it does, and it works better than all of your trading. It works better than all the jobs you've ever had. It works better than any way you can make money. And you're like, this is insane. This should not be this powerful and this easy or simple. I would say it's easy because you still got to figure out crypto, which is hard for most people, and there's a lot of gatekeepers and crap still that we're going through. But if you figure out how to get through that little thick of trees, it's Valhalla on the other side. You're like, oh, I made it. This is all I got to do. It's great.
What do you think about all the exchanges coming out and listing Hex, and not necessarily it's right order, but I've been seeing people post like Kraken's showing Hex in a better position, or even just showing Hex in general. OKX is now showing Hex and listing Hex in the right order. And, you know, it's like, what do you think about, it's like that gatekeeping you were talking about. What do you think about that, man?
I think it's awesome that, I mean, there's a point where you can't deny it, you can't ignore Hex. And I think that's the next, like, really, if you ignored Hex during its last rip, it kind of makes you, it makes you look bad. It doesn't make Hex look bad at that point.
Right.
And every time that Hex does this crazy rip, you're going to look dumber for not acknowledging it, talking about it, offering it, and acknowledging it. It makes the haters look dumber. It makes us look better, but really it says more about them than about us. We were here, we got it, we passed the IQ test.
Yep.
And we're here to help other people when they're ready. But I think that that's just, I'm more excited. I'm really excited about that. Don't get me wrong. I'm more excited about crypto not sucking.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know if there's ever going to be a point in time.
Crypto as a technology and as something that people use sucks. Someone says to me, hey, I want to get on this Bitcoin thing. Great. Get Cash App. Right? So you get Cash App. And then they can buy and sell Bitcoin. That's the easiest that crypto's gotten is Cash App, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Cash App, buy Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin. Now, if you want to go into the other places on Earth, like you want to switch it for Ethereum and then get some Hex and then stake some Hex, that takes a little more doing. But it's got to get to the point like email is. Like, it's got to get even, or PayPal or Venmo. And the difference is PayPal and Venmo can switch to crypto tomorrow. All they're changing is the underlying asset that they're keeping track of on their Excel spreadsheet. It's just a big Excel spreadsheet. Every bank has an Excel spreadsheet. Every payment system, every credit card, they're tracking cents and dollars, but it's all digital. Those cents and dollars don't exist anywhere. They're not tangible. Can't sleep with that under your pillow. As they asked us in Texas, can I sleep with this token under my pillow next to my gun?
Yeah, dude, the fact that people be sleeping with their freaking gun under their pillow, that's crazy. You're a madman, dude. Like that, I don't even see that being worth the risk, bro. But like, I saw like a video of like someone's like house getting robbed, and then of course he hops up and he's got a gun already pulled from his pillow, and I'm like, what the fuck are you? Where do you live? You gotta have a gun. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're living in the wrong place.
People that live in trap houses don't have guns under their pillow. Okay, like you see them get up in the movie and run to their closet. Right?
Facts.
What are you doing with a gun under your pillow?
Yeah, dude, that's
what are your nightmares like? Oh,
yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Dude, check this out. Maddie Allen, go get tickets now.
Let's go.
HexpoMiami.com, May 18th through the 20th at the Bitcoin conference. This is the beautiful thing, and I'm sure he'll talk more about it, so I'm not trying to steal his thunder. But the Bitcoin conference used to be a Bitcoin conference. You used to go there and it was Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but Bitcoin has not done shit in the last 10 years. It's sat there and it's appreciated in price, which is cool, but it did not evolve as a technology whatsoever. I don't care what you say. Oh, what about this? What about that? Listen, no. You can mine it and you can send it. Oh, you
Dude, I had a buddy who had like a physical Bitcoin, and he sold it like for so much money. He like randomly found it. He was a coin collector, bought it, 10 years ago or something like that. Sold it, I think 2 years ago when it was, I think like $40,000 or something like that. And I was like, that was probably my first time really hearing that like someone actually made that kind of gain that quickly. Because I was like, dude, I can wait 10 years for that kind of gain. Like, are you kidding me? Like everyone's like, I need a year of gain. Oh yeah, keep going on Matty Allen. My bad.
No, I was just gonna say that since he's been going down there and other people have been going to the Bitcoin conference, they're like, it's turned into a crypto conference instead of a Bitcoin conference because people run out of stuff to talk about. right? I mean, like, okay, well, let's talk about what's Cardano up to? What's BSV's story? What's going on over here? What about these NFTs? Like, are these Bored Apes really going to take over? Like, so you get all these communities come in, but they're tribal to a sense. They're in their tribe, but if they see you show up and they're like, what do you do in crypto? And you're like, oh yeah, I run this YouTube channel and I hang out and I'm a big fan of Hex. And a lot of people have heard about Hex and haven't been sold the scam narrative yet. They're like, oh, I've heard of Hex. Like, tell me about it. Because everyone wants the cliff notes. And you're like, well, you lock it up and it pays you. And that's it. It's awesome. Oh, yeah. And they're like, wait, what? Because they don't have a crypto that they can lock up that pays them.
Right.
Unless they're trusting, unless they're sucking middleman D.
Right.
And so they're like, wow, tell me more. And so he's had such a great effect on these people and such a good experience down there talking to crypto bros that, why not just all show up wearing ridiculous amounts of Hex merch, right? And then people be like, what is going on? I remember, so I went to a real estate conference in Dallas, right? And the real estate conference was for a dude named Brad Sumrock. He was a real estate dude. And he brought in all these speakers, to chill their stuff. But there was a group by, I forget his name. I want to say it's like Pace Warby Parker. I don't know. There's a crew showed up and they were all wearing like the same hoodies, the same hats. They were all excited. They were all like packed together and they got the attention of everyone else. And it wasn't his conference. He just brought a big enough community to this real estate conference that they're the ones that I think onboarded and grew more than the dude that was putting on the conference. So imagine having that effect with Hex. Because Hexicans are loud. We're loud, we're flashy, we're fun, we're excited. We're gonna make some noise there. And so
for good reason too, man. Hexicans definitely earned it.
Yeah. So like I said, hexpomiami.com. Go there, get your tickets for the conference, start booking your flights. Try to book a flight on a good airline. There's not a lot of them anymore that aren't canceling and getting delayed flights, but hopefully they train some pilots by May. God, Leroy, he's cutting huck bolts out of a frame rail. Got my earpods in. The grind continues. Dude, you got it. And Leroy and me may be streaming here soon. He's getting his streaming set up ready. So another awesome person here. There's a rapper called Smith that doesn't cuss. His music slaps hard though. Will Smith can't rap. Good music.
That boy's okay. His music be slapping. On a Chris Rock.
I really don't think he's talking about Will Smith in that one. I think there is a rapper named Smith. Because Will Smith doesn't cuss, but he does. Yeah.
Get my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm looking up Smith rapper on Google. Okay, well, Will Smith shows up, unfortunately. There's a guy named Rye Smith. Will and Jaden Smith. We'll have to see. You'll have to send us a link if it's not Will Smith, because we know about Will. Matty Allen, Hex Therapy Live, wishing you speedy recovery. Feel better. You bet.
Facts.
Yeah, lots of love. ATX Crypto makes great content, dude. You just got blessed by the Pope. You just got kissed on the forehead.
Dude, thank you.
He just slid a couple extra.
So much love.
He took a couple extra wafers and slid them in your pocket. He's like, those are for later, my son.
Dude, thank you so much, Maddie. Appreciate that.
Fiddlesticks always sounded like a dirty word to me, even though people use it to replace curse words. I always want to ask, hey, pretty mama, how much you charge for fiddlesticks? Oh, man.
I feel like anytime you replace a cuss word, it's like everyone knows what you're trying to say. That's why I just say it.
a lot of love for Maddie. Now I see where the OG chatters went. Oh my gosh. Maddie, get it better soon. I did 30 sessions of physical therapy for my back a few years ago. Oh man, Alan, I'm glad you feel better. The back is tough. That's a tough place to have injured. I have 2 years of physical therapy. Stay committed and do the home exercises. That's right. That's right. Crypto boot camp. The easiest magic trick. All you do is wait. Money appears. For real. For real. Kraken listing Hex at number 11 yesterday.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. They removed the CEX staking where. Please tell me when you can find good returns on staking with no coin admin keys. Hex is the only place I can think of. LB19 or IB19. I don't recognize you. I'm going to throw you a wrench. What's up, peeps?
Hey.
What's up, peeps? Good to see you. You are now part of the wrench gang. You're part of the wrench army. Take care of that weapon. Use it wisely. Hex is staking the right way from the start. Yeah, Hex was staking the right way. I agree with Alan. Don't even waste your time. You're welcome, Matty Allen Therapy. You're an asset in this space. We need you spry and healthy. It's going to be epic. Must be there with the crew. Yeah, Earl runs with a really awesome crew. He runs about 5 deep with some of the coolest cats that I've ever met. And it was a pleasure. Everyone in my group, it clicked like friends. Like as soon as we met and hung out at the conference and the meetups, you could tell these were really good people. Katie says people only talk about price go up so many times till people get bored and leave. Someone, Moby says someone figured out putting NFTs on BTC on chain. Chris folks copying their blockchain passed the BTC boys off or pissed them off. I don't know.
I'm assuming sure. Pissed.
Pissed. Or BTC originals, I think they're called, or ordinals.
Like they're like some sort of like religion or something like that. Like like ordinals? You got the cardinal, the ordinal. Yeah, it's like isn't that like some like Baptist type scenario where I don't know religion too well, so I don't want to talk too much.
At the very beginning of Bitcoin, they took a whole bunch of Bitcoins and made them colored coins. So they would try to make them special for certain individuals, and basically they made them worthless as Bitcoins. Because you couldn't trade them like a regular Bitcoin. It was bananas. There's a lot of there used to be a lot of innovation taking place on Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
And it was trying to keep up with Ethereum back in the beginning, but then once Blockstream was taken over and shut down, it didn't work anymore. Talking about the Bitcoin conference, I want to be a fly on the wall of the conference, gathering with you, characters shouting out Hex shit.
Can you imagine? Dude, someone just needs to attach one of those like the Elgato cameras or whatever, where you can literally just like walk with it like pinned to you, and then just walk in there and just do like all the hexagons walk in at the same time. You just freaking time it.
I'm gonna have to have my daughter teach me how to use my GoPro because I actually don't know how to use it yet. That'll work. Just throw it on my chest or on my hat. Summertime. Keep the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air out your mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Crypto Boot Camp says, so now we have to step up our game. That's a coveted compliment, ATX. He was not lying. And then LB19 says, I'm honored. You bet. Enjoy that wrench. Who is the pontiff of BTC? Let's head to Miami and get jiggy with it. Okay, this is getting worse. We do not need Will Smith into the hexagons.
Man, I was watching the Super Bowl yesterday, and everyone's got their own opinion about the end of the game, and
I've got an opinion about the halftime after you talk about the end of the game.
Yeah, so it was actually kind of funny how Rihanna went on and did her thing, and then I was watching like the brief little thing going on the game at the end, and literally everything was a freaking Rihanna pun. Like I can't even recite everything he said, but it was like, oh yeah, he would make this catch and he would make, or Travis Kelce would make the catch, and then it was like the, I don't even know any Rihanna songs, It was like be sure to grab your umbrella, Ella, like he would do that or whatever. And so it was like that, but there was this little newscaster reporting after the game, and it was literally like every line he said was a referral to Rihanna's songs, but it was about the game, and it was
That's
like,
hilarious.
bro, I don't know how long you've been waiting to freaking say all that, but like he said it too good. It was just too on point.
Well, you know what's funny was Andrew Tate came out and he talked about how the last Super Bowl looked rigged. Right? He said Mahomes was running in slow motion down the field.
Right.
Like he threw out this conspiracy theory that they sat down with Mahomes in the locker room. They're like, listen, you're awesome, you're young, you got your whole career ahead of you, but this one we got to give to Brady. All right, Brady's going to have this because we're going to make the money that Brady makes with the Buccaneers is insane, and that story is insane. And Mahomes, you got plenty of time. So I'll tell you what, you keep doing your thing, we'll give it to you next year. And it looked like I kept thinking about that all year, thinking that's kind of crazy. But you know what? You watch the game, and it was like, oh shit. Like a couple of those calls.
The
final 2 minutes, I turned to everyone in the party I was at, and I said, a really bad call is coming. And the pass interference, I was like, oh, okay, that was it. It was like, well.
Yeah, the holding call. Yeah, it was the most ridiculous call ever. And it was like, I think they still would have won, but like that, you just had to go and made it look rigged. Like,
yeah,
they may have won regardless of that call, and it would have been all good because it was, I think, a great game in my opinion. But yeah, that call was like, you kind of made it look rigged, my man. Like, not gonna lie.
Yeah, for sure. Katie,
what'd you have to say about the Rihanna?
Well, we got some coming up with MJ Money. So it says, no man should slap another man on TV. That's a bitch move. Yeah, I thought it was completely staged at first.
Me too.
Then I realized that Will Smith is a bitch. And I was like, oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. Gillespie. So MJ says halftime was shit. So Rihanna used to be my hall pass. That was my celebrity hall pass with my wife. I'm like, look, if me and Rihanna ever show up on a boat in Barbados, and she comes walking back to me, and she's like, I love the way
I'm allowed a hall pass.
Yeah, she was like, that's a hell of a raccoon you got on your face, kid. You wanna go downstairs? I'd be like, yes. Because Rihanna, I'm not gonna lie, I had a huge crush on Rihanna till last night. And last night I was like, I don't know what am I watching? What is going on here? Rihanna, you are a slow motion stripper now. You're a half pregnant slow motion stripper.
Very weird.
It looked like she was trying to trap somebody into paying for that baby. Like it didn't look. It just didn't. It didn't work. It just didn't work.
No, the red. And then you think, well, you can never ask a woman or even have the thought that a woman's pregnant, because God forbid you're like, oh my, she looks pregnant. Like, or did she just have a big tummy?
4 million people were Googling that at the same time yesterday. They were all pull up their phone. Is Rihanna pregnant? And they're like, oh, she had a kid a year ago. It's like, yeah, so what I asked. I did not ask that. And then right after the Super Bowl, I guess they're like, oh yeah, she's pregnant. It's like, yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, that was a weird outfit. It's weird. Just all of it was weird.
Well, and a lot of female artists actually will record albums while they're pregnant. Did you know that? Like Lauryn Hill's best album was when she was pregnant.
Damn.
Because it changes the hormone levels in the blood. They can actually hit certain notes when they're pregnant. They can't when they're not.
God, that'd be crazy, man. Yeah, I'm not a singer at all, but that makes perfect sense. And that I mean, dude, if you're gonna do it, that's cool. But like halftime during Super Bowl, I don't know. I think there's just a better way of getting that done. But
well, I was like, this is a weird outfit for her because usually she wears nothing. She's almost naked, and she might have something pierced. That's about it. And then she came out, and I was like, there must be a costume change or something, or at least the dancers are going to change. Nope.
Right.
Nope. I was just saying,
all the same.
This is weird. Gillespie comes to the conference. Next documentary is Bitcoin a scam? I like that.
Did you watch Gillespie's the Hexkin time volume?
I got one more to go. I got number 4 to go, but I've really, really enjoyed it. It's good stuff. LB says free top G. Are you guys planning on going to Miami. I'm sure as hell going to Miami. I mean, if I
Unfortunately, I
can't,
won't be able to.
something crazy's got to come up for me not to go there. Football's rigged. Look at gambling odds and over-unders on every game. Yeah, makes sense. Same thing
Dude,
happened
the
to
fact
Cam
that people
Newton
be
with
fucking
Eli Manning.
betting all their money, like
That
I
was
saw
scripted.
this. Yeah, I saw this fun video that like this dude was watching the game and then watched the final kick at the end where the Chiefs make it, and then he just like smashes his, like he's watching the game at someone's house, and then like smashes that dude's TV and like breaks the TV. And it's like, I had all my money on the game, and I'm like, what? Why did you think that's the spot that you need to put all your money? Like you thought you were so confident that the Eagles were gonna win that you were like, I'm going all in no matter what. This is the game where I choose to make it. Like what?
I was
don't get it, bro.
I was at Omnia a couple nights ago it was at Caesar's Palace in Vegas, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife calls it Little
Beautiful.
Caesar's Palace, and that's hilarious. First of all, Little Caesar's Palace is where I love to hang out on the strip. So I'm at the dance club Omnia, and we're watching these bizarre bottle service tricks that they do, right? So they have women like
fire.
they have them drop in like from like the ceiling with like fireworks, and they're bringing a bottle. I'm like, that is a $20,000 bottle of wine. These guys are idiots. Anyways, they're doing all this crazy shit, and so they come out. One of them comes out, and they got drums. They got like LEDs, and of course, women wearing almost nothing, and it's wonderful. But the marquee they bring out says "Go Birds," which I mean can only I'm only assuming it's got to be them going for the Eagles. And right. I was like, no one from the Eagles is going to know you did this at this dance club, buddy. Like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah, that's their moment. They get to shine.
Here's some really,
and then of course everyone's wearing all red. Like you got Sam Smith wearing all red at the Grammys. You got Rihanna wearing all red, and I'm just kind of wondering what the deal is about all that. Like people are saying like satanic rituals and all this nonsense, and conspiracy theories out the wazoo. Got the tinfoil hat on for sure, but it's definitely something where you start noticing. You're like, oh, you're something's going on. I don't know what it is, but something's going on.
Yeah. In fact, the great late Patrice O'Neill, he used to talk about the beast. Like he has, if you want the shine, if you want those big breaks in entertainment or sports or whatever, you gotta pay the full the toll, and you got to be in the belly of the beast, because he never made it half as big as he should have. Patrice, he's got some gold from back there. Harmonica Hexakid, is good to see you. Hey fellas, hope everyone's doing well. Hexray, crushes are not meant to last. LOL. That's a good way to look at it. Crushes are not meant to last. KD says,
but I mean, if you got hold on, back on that real quick. If you got your hall pass for a celeb, I mean, what are you gonna do? Keep changing your celeb every single time? Like, hey, this year it's gonna be this person. Like, I don't know. Mine's been Alyssa Milano, dude. She's always been fire in my mind. Like that. So that's been my little hall pass. But I think that's been the same since I was watching her when she was on Charmed or whatever. You know what I mean? And
I remember her from fun. Who's the Boss, because I am 100 years old. That was the old Alyssa Milano. She had like long hair and everything.
Right.
Jim Morrison used to get blowies in this. I love the term blowy. He used to get blowies in the studio because this picture with like some bubbles or something, but they're still naked. So he used to get blowies in the studio. Come on, baby, light my fire. Do you remember? J Money says, MJ Money. Do you remember when the Super Bowl commercials were good? Most of them sucked bad. Yeah, I guess I didn't watch a lot of them, but people are saying a lot of movies, a lot of cars, maybe some sports drinks. It got me laughing over here. KD says, you got this. Leroy, I didn't watch it, but it sounded like a good game. Yeah, at least it was close. Even if it was rigged, it was close. Hey,
yeah,
y'all,
exactly.
You got to kiss the D. Okay. I love Patrice. He was in command as well. She was in command as well. Are you in Salt Lake City or Utah County? Well, pew pew. I am south. I'm closer to Vegas than Salt Lake. So, yeah. Who's the boss? Plot twist. It was Tony Danza all along. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a little bit south. You hit me up in my DMs. There's some other people really close to me, I think, but I've been trying to hit them up on DMs, so it's not. You don't want to dox yourself on Twitter,
Right.
so
Or anywhere.
anyways, or anywhere.
I mean, yeah.
We should have talked more about crypto and money than we have. But I feel really good about the conversation we've had because
I think this conversation has been phenomenal.
This is what I needed, man. I mean, it's been a long week, a lot of streams, a lot of stuff going on. I am going to be having some fun the rest of this week. Like I said, I'm streaming with Kaylin tomorrow from KSB TV, Black Hexagon, just being black. We're going to go over what's going down with the cruise and their stuff they got going on. She's starting to stream on a regular basis too. So, I mean, basically, it's going to be like The View, but with just nerds on their own channels every single day, Monday through Friday. You can watch your stories when you get back from work.
Right.
You don't even have to set a VCR to watch us. That's the great thing about YouTube.
We all stay. We all just stay. And then if you want more content after that, you just hop on Twitter, and then you get like the even more content. But dude, what I know about our community is by far like the engagement, like you said, blows everyone out the wazoo, dude. No, there's no other community like ours. The Hexen community is top notch. There's no other community that compares. And I referenced this on my stream with Hexray that we did on Friday, but the Ivan on Tech tweet that he has Cardano, he's like, hey, these are two big communities, which one wins, Cardano or Hex? It was like there's not one person that mentioned Cardano, not one. And you can go back and look at it, and I don't know how many tweets it's got now, but it was just like Ivan on Tech was just like Hex, 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 and it was like all the way Hex. And I was like, dude, that is winning right there, dude. Like, I've never felt more confident in the coin that I've chosen than like when I see stuff like that, where it's not coming from a true Hexagon or a diehard Hexagon, or someone who's like, right, it's Hex or nothing, because that's how I feel.
Ivan's been really neutral on a lot of coins.
Been very neutral. And then he did that tweet, and it was literally like Hex the community just blew. I mean, that number was just like everything out the wazoo.
Totally. And Dave Down Under says exciting times just around the corner. Yeah, this little pump that we got in Hex recently, it's just like a little like the first raindrop in a storm. Yep. It's gonna get crazy. Bootcamp says we had a great time. More to come. Yes, definitely more to come. Leroy says no shape toe pulse chain was a bad idea. I
call him out, Leroy.
I forget that I have this. Like when I was walking around Omnia, like I'm in a dance club. I look like I'm on a government watch list, and people are like, "Oh, I love your beard," and I'm like, "What? Oh, wow, yeah, I forgot that thing's hanging off my face." Because in my mind, I'm trimmed up like you are.
I'm sure you've gotten so many compliments though, because every single time you see like a glorious beard, in my opinion, you got to give a shout out to it. So yeah, you got a great beard, my guy. And one day I'll get there and have a glorious beard as well. But that was definitely one of those things that, like, dude, incredible. And so the fact that you get all the compliments, and that's from people who truly appreciate. Yeah, dude, it's like it's a compliment coming from a different angle that you never even thought of before. It's like, people will say nice watch, nice shoes, nice clothes, nice beard. And it's a cool compliment, man. So, and I think it's well earned.
Yeah, bring the bull and watch Pulse 6 fly. Thank you very much. Leroy crying purple face. Hex and the Bear is unreal. Imagine. And Leroy is about to get ZZ Top around here. Yeah. And then Harmonic says I should braid them like Vikings. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll do the little twists or whatever.
That'd be crazy.
Give it a little bit of a style, and then dreadlock them. What the heck? This is what Crypto says. Hexray is the fourth member of ZZ Top now. I don't know. I'll wake up with it in my mouth, and I'll think I will forget that it's on my face. and it's bizarre, but it's fun. It's fun. Something to do in the bear, right?
Facts, man. And
It's
it
like,
gives, it gives that like time frame truly, because someone's gonna see your stream somehow before they hear the announcement of Pulse Chain, and you're gonna be shaved, and everyone's gonna be like, "This is it. This is the moment." They won't even hear it from. They won't even hear the announcement of Pulse Chain launch, and they're just gonna see Hexray shaved down again.
I should totally troll people and just shave it one day and just throw it the camera. And that's the whole video. It's a 10-second video where I'm like, click, that's it, and everyone they're just buying the hell out of Hex.
It's time.
That'd be funny if there were that many people following my beard that I could swing the market.
Hey.
No haircut until launch. My barber gives me shit every time he sees me. My boss offered me $20 to shave my last week. Don't do it. Don't do it. Excuse me, I meant to say shiz. Yep, see, he knows. Here in Utah, they say shiz, they say heck, they say golly. I used to say Jiminy Christmas a lot, and I didn't realize that I said Jiminy Christmas so much until people are like, that's where I got it from. It was you.
I used to say whoa all the time. That was it was whoa. I would be surprised by something and it would just be like, whoa. And then joined the Marine Corps and got so much shit for saying that. And it became a thing that I like never even thought about before. And then I became like hyper fixated every time I said it. And so now I no longer say it. It like literally is no longer in my vocabulary because it was like this weird thing. I was like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't want to be known for this. And so now I like rarely do I say whoa. And it's like, even when I say it now, it just sounds weird. But it used to be my go-to line every time.
Challenge accepted. Crypto Bootcamp says, kindly tell them to talk to Richard. That's right. Have your boss call Richard Hart and let him know, hey, we need this Pulse Chain launched so we can just get this dude shaved.
And then you're good. Boom.
Just like that. Cut out the middleman.
Yep.
It's all about cutting out the middleman. Oh, shoot. Well, let's talk real quick. You gave me the best idea about my scavenger hunt when we were talking on Friday. Best idea I've had.
Love it.
Why am I running the scavenger hunt, and why am I the only location of the scavenger hunt? The scavenger hunt idea is to get you to scavenge. Get out there and watch these other streams and look for these words. So what we'll do is, I like the idea that we already had, which is we have a whole bunch of goals that we're working on as a community that I still need to update on my website. But we'll put these goals up there, and when someone hits a goal, I'm going to send them a word. So you're going to have to go and find their secret word somewhere on their streams or wherever they're doing their stuff. And so people will have to actually go collect these words instead of just going to my website where I was listing them like an idiot. So like it's not a hard scavenger hunt when you just go to one website and read 12 words.
You just have to wait until you update the website, and then you're like, all right, cool. Didn't have to watch any streams.
And someone's just got a script or a bot like waiting for that screen to just hit them and then go through all of them. And
facts, dude. People are too good at that shit.
It's too many smart hexicans.
Facts.
Too many. Hex stakers unaffected. Love it, Benny Blanco. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, so I'll be working on that. We need to get ATX crypto up to 1,000 subs ASAP. Gonna get.
Let's go.
I think I was shooting for 2,000, and I think I'm probably gonna get right under that. Let's see, where am I at? I'm at 193.
Yep.
So we got some momentum going, and with all the amazing work that Hexray Chick's been doing on my channel with my thumbnails and helping the algorithms, I think it's just a matter of time. I just need to get more of those dirty TikToks out. I need to learn the dances. I need to change my outfits. I need to convince people that I'm 20 years old. So it's the opposite, right? Like all the 13-year-olds are trying to like 20, and then we're like coloring our beards in and wearing Supreme, trying to use words like oh yeah, that's totally dropped in, man. I don't know I don't
I
know the
don't know the
lingo.
lingo anymore either.
My
There was
daughter,
something. There was something. There was. I think it was Jazz, Raz, Riz. I think
it's
it's
the
Riz.
res.
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 Res
You
is
have res
yeah.
like resonate, like it means you have like a lot of pull. A pull is another one. They're like, yeah, you don't have any pull, Dad. And I'm
Oh
like,
shit! They're like
I
yeah,
can
I
pull
feel if
stuff.
I like the Res, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like, do you like what? Like, bro, yeah, these words be getting out of control. Eventually, soon, like I was talking to my wife about this the other day, but eventually it'll just become acronyms. People aren't even gonna be saying words anymore. It's just gonna be just gonna be freaking acronyms, where it's just like a whole like people are just talking like you see the IDGAF or whatever, where it's like, oh, I already know what that means. I don't give
Right.
a. And it's like, but it'll be that. It'll be that the whole time. It'll just be all acronyms the entire time. Won't even say a word. Won't be able to spell it out. But that's
By
where
the
we're
time
going
we talk,
nowadays.
by the time we talk next, I'm going to call you brother crypto, because we got you so weaned off the F word. Now you're using freaking. That's a Utah thing. Freaking F.
Hey,
What the freaking F, man?
yeah.
What the
Like I
no?
can't. I could try, but whenever I'm just having fun talking, man, it's like I'll just let all filters off. But if I do think about it, and I'm like, okay, think about the next words. Hey, it's like, hey, Richard Hart also did the same thing. He can cuss like a mother sucker, but now that he's focused on building his own repertoire and reputation and everything as well, it's pretty interesting. The fact that he was able to stop just by someone asking him to stop.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
impressive.
It says make sure you use a burner phone for your TikTok account. Huh? I think it's on my laptop or my desktop,
Yeah,
because I
I
don't.
might be screwed already, bro. Like I've been doing these TikToks. I got a
Yeah,
burner phone if I need to, but like, that's pretty serious, man. I don't know. I feel like hopefully my doors aren't getting kicked in, and hopefully I don't give all my information away. I feel
yeah,
like all my information's out there already, dude. The Marine Corps got me, dude. They've leaked my information so many times where it's like, oh, there was a thumb drive dropped out of a vehicle and your information was on it, and you're like, what? What was that? Can you go back and say what you just said? Oh yeah, they were transporting these thumb drives and it had your information, and nothing to worry about. Just wanted to bring it to your attention. I've gotten those letters like enough times. Been out for what, 10 years now,
and you're still
and
still getting leaked.
I still get leaked. Where it's like, hey, there's a little a data leak. Where just wanted to let you know your information may have been in there. I'm like, what the. So like, dude, I think everyone in the military already kind of ended up having their information leaked at some point, but maybe that's that tin top or the tin foil hat thought
Yeah,
process.
yeah. It says China wants your seed phrase, right? Meow.
Oh my
Fetch.
god, KD, I love
Fetch.
that, dude. I say meow to everything, bro. Like, absolutely. Like, if you ever hear me like just talk, I'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, let me go to get that right meow. Like, I don't really say it so much, but if I'm talking to you via text or message or whatever, it's meow. It's every single time. I
Love it.
love that.
Love it. Love it.
Yep.
Well, so like I said, I'm gonna be. We'll definitely be keeping up and getting you up to yours. We got to get me up to mine. We'll really just. It's all about punching a bear, because everything we do in a bear market, 1,000x's in a bull. Right.
Hey.
So every sub is worth 1,000 subs. Every tweet is worth 1,000 tweets. Everything we get going right now is worth 1,000. So
Love it.
don't get disheartened if you're not getting the likes, retweets, follows, and views that you're used to getting. That's a signal that we should be DCAing as heavy as we can right now. And
Love
when
it.
everybody is knocking down the doors and watching your streams and going crazy, that's a sign to take some profits,
Yep.
because that they're late to a lot of things. So that's the good news. And then that T-share, don't sleep on those T-shares, because by the time everyone starts chasing them and going crazy for them, it's too late. Right now, when we're the only ones talking about T-shares, is the best time to start racking up your T-shares.
And you get it copied when Pulse Chain launches.
Yeah, I did not think we would have this many chances to get stuff that's going to be copied 2 years ago.
Right.
2 years ago, I was like, here we go, folks. Everyone get it in.
Yeah,
And now,
I definitely did see it taking this long.
now they're just like, yeah, we don't even think about it launching anymore. We just whatever. If it launches, great.
Yep. I mean, yeah. KD says it right there. T-shirts turn into B-shirts very soon. And what's funny is in 2021, people were actually starting to talk about B-shares. And people may not even know what a B-share is right now because they've only heard T-shares because they've been fortunate to even learn. But yeah, dude, whenever we're back in 50-cent region again, B-shares are a thing, folks, like very quickly and to a standard person. So get ready to talk about B-shares as well.
Yeah. And when you go to Miami, make sure that if you're going to a party, make sure it's a bear market party and not a bear party in Miami on the beach. Just a little heads up.
Bear with a B-A-R-E.
Bear party. A bear party. You know what I'm talking about. You heard of Hippie Hippie Hollow.
Yeah, we got Hippie Hollow down here in the Texas area, in the Austin area. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh man, we've got bunch of bears and taking names just like TikTok, and then X-Ray Chick. All the love. X-Ray Chick. Great stream. Says, duh. What are B shares? Bitch shares. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If we hit all-time high, the price of Tesla of T-shirt will be $15K. Yep, $15K. And then when we hit that $30K, yeah, just bought the domain TikTok.io. Haven't thought about T-shirt rate changing after fork. Great information. Was planning on staking my copies regardless, but now I have another reason. And don't forget to go mint your Hedrons on both chains and all your other crazy airdrops that we're getting right now. Thank you guys for the great stream. I gotta go. My go-to saying was 100%. So he would say 100% always. Now, do you still say it, or does it trigger you?
I feel like you said was. You know that's that clear saying that, you know, was a key word in that statement.
I just turned a pew pew into a wrench. You got a wrench pew pew. I thought you already had one, but now you definitely have a wrench. Good to know. And Tex Hex has already got a wrench. He's been in here before. Yeah, so thanks guys for the great stream. It'll be interesting. Keep an eye on the Texan token.
Yep.
I would tell people a lot more of the Texan token is staked than you think is staked. A lot less is available on the market than you think is available on the market. So if that starts taking off and catching some steam, you might want to keep an eye on that one. And of course, you can stake it and scrape it.
Yep.
So another no middleman source of passive income. Good stuff. Well, I'm gonna cut the audience loose here.
Heck yeah.
You and I will talk about finding the right meme dealer in the green room. How not to get caught up with the CIA meme dealers. You know.
I got a great Fiverr post already built.
And now this is the fun part. This is the fun part we do on my stream, which is the awkward wave goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna turn on a little bit of night driving music. I want you to invite you, and I want to invite everyone in the audience to just close your eyes if you're not driving, and go back to the most insecure time of your life. For most people, it's about 5th grade. And I want you guys to do the most awkward wave at the cutest person in your class. Okay, so here we go. You just stare into the camera and do an awkward wave goodbye. You look like you're asking for cheese and a cracker right now.
Oh, dude, yeah, I was an awkward waver. That was my natural wave, bro.
That's you across the street, waving to your Uber driver. It's me. It's me. Oh my gosh. Wave at Rihanna's baby bump. rub the baby bump. Ridiculous. All right, we love you guys. Visionaires out. Million families, no shaved tail pulse chain, not your keys, not your crypto. Scavenger hunt. Go to the website and let's get these seed words. Let's give away some money. And we're out.